And they are underway, Oscar Godinez and Jeff.
And just taking their warm-ups up near the top while our head judge gets them all set up, tells them the procedures, what to do. Down at the bottom, yes, underway, Oscar versus Jeff. Jeff getting 4 max outs in qualifying as a DAS player, so it makes me feel hopeful. I don't know why.
Came in a little late last night and said, can I qualify Saturday? And we're like, yeah, you know what,
Yeah,
Jeff.
you're Jeff.
Yeah, you're
so,
Jeff.
Yes.
Definitely was not planned ahead of, no, everybody, there was a Saturday quals. Jeff and Kim both qualifying this morning.
All right, Jeff uncovering the right side, looking for Tetris number 3. Oscar's already got Tetris number 3. And there it is for Jeff. So, oh my God, do we get to be the first ones to say this year? Hold on, let's wait till the next one.
What is it? What?
Wait till the next one.
Did you just curse? Oh my gosh, a little commentator's curse there. Definitely a little bit of a dig.
No, he's going to get it.
Open.
And boom, Tetris for Jeff. Love it. So honored.
Can we do anything about that? I don't know.
That's about the best we can do. All right, we don't have twins back there being judges. That's the same guy, just cameras are pointed. The fans of CTWC see that every year. All right, Jeff here, 128,000. Oscar, 144. Jeff with a nice clean stack here. Oscar going to get a triple down the right side now, working 1 row off the bottom. Going to get a Tetris to clear that out. So 175 here for Oscar, 175 for Jeff. Same score, same lines.
And Jeff coming in with those 4 maxes is the highest DAS player in the bracket.
Yeah, we have other notable DAS players, Sharky, Toogie. Who else? Mr. Valor.
Mr. Valor, right?
Is he notable?
Yeah, I believe so.
I mean, I know
Valor.
him.
Yeah?
And I've noted it, but I don't know if he's notable.
Coach Valor, right?
That's
you
right,
know,
the coach.
Reputation for being a coach.
The original Tetris coach here.
We have
207.
players, 207, yeah. Give us,
Yeah, 207 Oscar, 245 Jeff. Jeff set up here.
We have players notable for next. We have players notable for coaching, and Jeff in a little bit of a situation this drought, high up.
So difficult to navigate as a DAS player. You know, over the years we've come to maybe be spoiled a little bit by tappers and rollers. Oh my, give him the long bar.
Over. Jeff is over. Getting the pieces down. Oh, nicely done for Jeff. A couple more skims will open up the well. Doesn't want to king bar it, opens up the well.
And yeah, there it is. Let's get that long bar.
But RNG is not complying. No bar for Jeff.
And a triple and a boom Tetris for Jeff. And a triple for Jeff.
And we're underway on top. AT Costa 2 versus Longboy.
Should we say AT? Is that probably what we should say for brevity? Or at?
At Costa?
At?
At.
That's a preposition.
The Twitter handle, the at symbol, right?
Yes, indeed. But, you know, over the years, we've become so used to just, you know, players able to, you know, just, kind of above where the level 18 is on our screen there, just able to, you know, no problem digging above that. But I think we've gotten spoiled because it's so difficult to do with DAS that it's hard sometimes to appreciate the mastery and the artistry of what these DAS players are able to do when they're doing it at a really high level. Tetris for Oscar, 383, 309 for Jeff, so about a 3.5 Tetris lead. Jeff's going to get one back. Another Tetris for Oscar. There's one for Jeff, 2 rows off the bottom. Dirty Tetris for Jeff.
Some more Jeff facts here in game 1. Involved in this best of 99 series. Played Ben Mullen 99 games.
Oh my word.
Over the summer as part of a training regimen to get ready for this moment. I think the max outs, the skill coming into play here. Jeff coming in clutch, getting those 4 maxes, and, you know, hanging close right now with Oscar. Oscar, one of those tapper to hybrider rollers. Does a little bit of everything. Will dash for a bit, then tap, then roll.
Nice column 3 Tetris for Jeff. Flexible well. Going again, column 3.
Maybe a little bit of training from Quaid here.
Oh no, into 19, and there's a Tetris for Jeff, and a double to bring this right back down. So good stack going into 19, but score 461, 86,000 points behind Oscar. It's about 3 1/4. I can't do math. Tetrises.
You know, up at the top, it's pretty close. Longboy with 1 Tetris lead, 177 to 156. Game 1 underway.
Yeah, just one Tetris separating these two folks. And nice to see some international representation on this screen right now, Longboy.
Oh,
Sweden. Oh,
no. Costa in a situation up top with that drought, gonna burn it down.
Look at this drought though, 34, 35. Drought climbing and affecting both players.
It keeps going. Oh my word. There it is, 41 drought. Neither player in very comfortable.
Right down the bottom here, Jeff's level 22, Oscar level 21. 1 row off the bottom, Jeff. No, missed kind of the spin there, but gets the Tetris anyway.
Trying to spin tuck that piece, didn't get in there.
No, but should be safe low enough to be able to dig this out.
Is safe and surviving, but Oscar is clean, gonna be able to pour the gas onto this lead. If the bar comes, and we see a little bit of a drought there from Jeff. Oh, Jeff.
Going center well, so risky. Give him the bar. There it is, the bar.
There it is, right.
Center well, dirty Tetris for Jeff. Jeff never ages. Jeff looks exactly the same as he did in that very popular meme video from the 2016 finals. And Oscar going to take the burn here, 758, Jeff 617. You know, Jeff as a dash player will have very little ability to kind of play post 29, so you know, needs to get as many points as he can, and going aggressive and getting a column 4 Tetris for Jeff, 653. He knows the situation, knows he needs to catch up, and knows he needs to be aggressive and is going for it.
Getting pretty close to no burn territory for Jeff if Oscar continues.
Oh, and unfortunately, this is going to be really tough for Jeff to navigate here, so we've got to get as few burns as possible, and maybe think about trying to set up, you know, for multiples as the kill screen approaches.
And Oscar, knowing has that lead, a little bit of Akibar to prepare in column 9 for the Tetris, but otherwise very safe play here from Oscar, and just going to top out, unable to get that J over. Oscar's good at 931. Will take the first heart.
Akibar, what is Akibar?
Named after Academus, the other coach that is out there, where you place a bar in column 9 to get Tetris ready. Right, it's a very aggressive move as opposed to double wide, a single burn. Right, you place the bar and no burns.
Ah, there you go. Well, I can say this with certainty: I'm never going to call it an Akibar. So there you go. That's a little too inside.
The inside of the OJ or 5 and below, or
no, those are there's.
You watch Tristop's adjustment video and you'll be caught right up. Yeah, it's not too inside baseball.
All right.
Yeah.
So go watch that. But anyway, we are into 19 between at Coster and Longboy. 504 at Coster into 20, 492 Longboy. At Coster chomping on that gum. Longboy looking straight ahead, grimacing and Tetrising.
Ooh, Longboy. Oh, wow. The adjustment on that T in order to spin it into a tuck after the miss drop. So smart to see the field that way. Be able to make that adjustment in real time.
All right, Longboy getting set up for the Tetris and gets a long bar. Bang, Tetris for Longboy. Oh, Longboy, nice adjustment to get set up. And there is a drought. And it is affecting both players. Love to clear that away before the long bar comes, if it ever does.
And there it is. Woo!
And there we go, Tetris for Longboy. 622, 631 for @Coster. And they are underway down the bottom here. Just kind of getting their initial setups and Tetrises and all that. Oscar just up by about 1 Tetris here in the early goings.
And Tetris for Longboy taking it back.
Oh, kind of
neck and neck.
Yeah, Oscar didn't quite know what to do with that piece there. Ended up kind of just panic flipping it. Gonna have to clean up the aftermath. Maybe this will give Jeff an opportunity here to come back, but no, Jeff's gonna cover the well just in time for the long bar to come.
On the top, just 10,000 points separating them. They're almost even in line, 196 to 197. Encountering this drought, it keeps going. Oh, @Coster is gonna be unable to burn, but okay, does get the well open for the Tetris, knocks it down, and Longboy takes one. So there's a moment Longboy goes ahead 1 Tetris and score. @Coster playing as aggressive as possible, doesn't want to fall behind here in these later levels, but oh no, does not get that Z all the way over and stacking Zs. The T doesn't come, and oh no, it hangs. @Coster in danger, topping out, can't get the J over, is done at 8-11. Longboy going to get the first heart of the set. GG's. Down on the bottom, Jeff in the lead, 1,000 points, 233 for Jeff, 231 for Oscar, right? You know, again, the necks being displayed. And one thing that people might, right? 2016, 2022, nothing changes other than the headphones, right? Remember Jeff nodding away with those big old beats, right? Massive headphones. 2022, Jeff, a father, says, you know what? These little earbuds, they're just fine. Tightening them up, a lot slicker, right? Kind of over the neck, right? A little bit of. We want, you know, that neck, pulling it quite close up to. Jeff's gonna set up here, and boom, touches for Jeff. 348. Back and forth we go. Jeff a little bit ahead in lines, a little bit of push down. See players, sometimes they take that push down, they're like, yes, this is going to, I don't like the pieces I'm getting fed. Let me push down a little bit, get ready to that next piece. I'm ready to open up the well, and there it is, Jeff. Boom, touches for Jeff, taking back in the lead, 375. 374 for Oscar. Jeff, content to burn this down.
Oh, there we go. Nice Tetris for Jeff.
They're up on the top, both players nicely navigating that drought. Tetris for Longboy is going to be up 76,000 points. 91% Tetris rate for Longboy at that pace. Pretty scary here through 36 lines. Like all but 5 lines being used for Tetrises.
And down the bottom as we approach the 19 transition, we want to make sure we give a special thanks to Tetris for once again sponsoring $10,000 in cash prizes for this year's event. Please be sure to follow Tetris_official on Instagram and share your love for Tetris. So Instagram, Tetris_official. And here we go, 5:45 transition here for the Dash player, Jeff. And Oscar 7 lines away still from the level 19 transition. There's a Tetris for Jeff here on 19. And another Tetris for Jeff. And Jeff seems to be locked in, stacking well. And another Tetris for Jeff, 621. There we go, Oscar into 19. He's at 535.
Ooh, Jeff in a little bit of a situation. Needs to get that T all the way over to the left. Does so.
Yeah, getting droughted.
Oh, not the right. A square burst, a diet of squares being fed.
Wow. Wow, Jeff and Tetris for Jeff.
Boom.
Wow.
Getting it in there.
Great survival from Jeff to Tetris. Up by 51,000 points, but ahead in lines as well by about 13. So it's a little closer than it looks. Jeff getting set up with a long bar in column 9. Trying to burn this away. Get that well uncovered. And there's a long, oh no, he's going to use it. Probably didn't have full DAS.
Lost DAS, but a pretty good placement for it if you don't have DAS.
I mean, those of you who don't play DAS don't fully understand how difficult that was.
Ooh. Gets the bar over. It now has to burn. Is ahead 122,000 because Oscar's been through a little bit of a slowdown. But now it's Oscar's opportunity to take advantage of Jeff's slowdown, but just unable to get a clean well going here.
Wow. Jeff able to get that piece
Jeff
over.
not sure. There it is. Gets it over.
Wow.
Transitioning to 25.
Up near the top, Longboy with a 131,000 point lead. That is a substantial lead.
Oh, and Jeff with the hang of the square,
Oh, no.
Lost DAS.
All right, so we got a
Early
chase down
DAS mode.
situation. Oscar's gonna have to chase down 120,000 points from right now. He's got 34 lines or so. 42 lines or so to do it. That is a lot of time. That's just about 4 Tetris's worth of points under that. So
Takes and burned. You can probably do it with 2 or 3. That's all Jeff can do is sit and watch. Up on the top, Longboy getting ready, and Longboy and Atcoster getting ready to transition. 128 for Longboy, 396 for Atcoster. Just for Oscar, there's one of them, really. And set up for another, there it is, 35,000 points remaining for Oscar.
Yeah, I've got 20 lines to do this chase down and basically 1 Tetris worth of points. So, can single and double and triple most of the way there, if not all the way there.
And Tetris will do it.
Oscar with the heart. Heart number 2 for Oscar. Up top, transitions are there. 449 transition for Atcoster, 603 for Longboy. All the way from Sweden. And I'm a fan of their furniture.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Calyx bookshelf, amazing.
I'm very much into the Calyx, the squares, right?
Yeah, great for records.
Yeah.
You got records, one of those
Board games and
vinyl hipsters.
Consoles and all sorts of retro game consoles.
I even went so far as to find a small 9-inch TV that would actually fit in the Calyx.
Oh.
So yeah, so it's really nice.
663 for Longboy, still keeping that 150,000 point lead. Neither player able to score in 20. So Atcoster are going to get the same bars. Has to make up this difference. Meanwhile, Longboy just playing clean. Nils has almost a 200,000 point lead. We'll just take those double wells, right? Tap us. Playing safe. Look at that. Oh, and Atcoster knowing that they're behind, trying to play a little bit more aggressive. Longboy will take that triple any day of the week now. Atcoster in a bit of a situation up at the top. Tetris for Longboy, 200,000 point lead. The well is open for Ad Costa and gets a Tetris. Oh my goodness.
Wow, what a huge lead for Longboy. Down at the bottom, getting out of the way, Jeff. Tetris, just under 2 Tetris lead.
Another Tetris for Longboy, that 170,000 point lead. Really staying stable with the bars. A little bit aggro there from Longboy. Encountering a drought, 17 now. And it'll stop at 19. Tetris for Ad Costa, Tetris for Longboy, 140,000 point lead. Pressure mounting on Ad Costa here. Turn it on, but also pressure on Longboy to not top out. There's still enough time for Ad Costa to chase this down.
Oh, Jeff getting up a little bit high here. Needs to bring this down. Oh, gets the long bar over Jeff. Looks like a quick tap there. The whole body put into that one.
Oh, and Ad Costa gonna top out at the top. A hangarang, 820. Longboy with the max out is going to take game number 2. At the bottom, Jeff with a 86,000 point lead. That Tetris rate, 69% at the moment. Tetris for Oscar. A little bit of a slow start from Oscar there. Meanwhile, they've been using the same bars, getting the same Tetrises.
Probably not early here in 18. Probably a good time to maybe thank another one of our sponsors here, Premium Edition. Pumpy. Premium Edition Games is comprised of a small group of passionate gamers who are honored to be an affiliate of the Classic Tetris World Championship. Timeless retro games like Tetris, whose core gameplay has inspired countless incredible new ideas, are at the heart of Premium Edition Games' motto, modern retro done right. Our goal is to find amazing modern classes work hand in hand with those incredible developers and give their games the care and attention they deserve while honoring the trailblazers who have come before us. Thank you to our passionate fans and to all the incredible fans of the CTWC. That's from Premium Edition Games. So check them out, I don't know where, but find them on the internet.
Do what one of my old professors used to say, put it in the Google.
Yes, put it in the Google, guys.
Yes.
Premium Edition Games.
Meanwhile, Jeff continuing that, but unable to get that piece over. Quick tapped and it hung around. Take some burns. And a good time for it as this drought begins to form. Jeff a little high up. Needs this game to stay alive in the tournament. Has the lead. Oh my gosh, these pieces for Jeff, just not what he's looking for.
Well, there's a bar that'll help a lot with the split double. This is so difficult. It's gonna open up the right side and back Tetris for Jeff. Wow.
Whew. 422 for Jeff, 319 for Oscar. Up at the top, Ad Costa needs this one. They're underway to stay alive in the tournament.
Jeff's gonna nail that S-spin down the right side. It's like walking a tightrope playing this high as a DAS player. Because really, you don't nail that S-spin, you fail at that. I mean, you're topping out. What a long drought here. Jeff weathering it well, 31, 32. Oh my word.
Oh, the hang, but it does get the Tetris. Jeff upset because he knows it's going to cost him lines. Almost 100,000 point lead at the moment, though.
Yeah, but especially this close to 19, you really want to have a clean board. That was the exact wrong time for that hang. But looks like he's going to be able to bring this down.
Right pieces. And okay, let's see. Will Jeff take a oh, Jeff sets up the skim for this column 2. Where's the bar? See Oscar now going through that same drought. Unable to, and Oscar won't be clean in the transition unless perfect pieces come.
Jeff is in trouble here. Gonna get that long bar for just a single.
Oscar transitions to rolling. Jeff, that left side. Bar's not gonna make it. No pieces on
All right.
Jeff.
So Oscar in a chase down situation again, needs to chase down from this moment 64,000 points. We've got all the time in the world to do it, but 19 still no gimme even in 2022. Up top here at Costa built up a 100,000 point lead plus.
Kind of an inverse of that last game in 18.
So at Costa Oscar within one Tetris now of points, and just taking it safe. Triples, doubles, no need to go crazy.
And these players, Oscar and Jeff, Oscar's a little knows the significance of playing Jeff, the veteran. Wants to take it slow.
I got to be honest, I wouldn't want to eliminate Jeff.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I'd say, well, I'm playing Jeff.
Oh, wow. Oh, and that triple will do it.
There it is.
Oscar gets the third heart. GG. Look at that smile.
Oh, winning smile, Jeff. Always happy to be here, and what a great ambassador for the game and a legend. So GG's Oscar, you'll be moving on, and GG's Jeff. Hope to see you again.
Up at the top, at Costa, still holding on with that 75,000 point lead, now a 100,000 point lead. Tetris for both, 95,000 points. At Costa doing what he needs to do to make this competitive in 19 and make this first game, maybe get that reverse sweep ready. And we have transition, 77,000 apiece for Ad Coster, 77,000 point lead for Ad Coster. Oh my here, and hey, Longboard trying to be as efficient as possible up here at the top. Maybe, no, see, Longboard likes to play a little bit more conservative when you're up here at the very, very top. But unable to get these pieces, just wants to burn down and then not complying. Far all the way over. Ad Costa taking advantage. And Longboard with that hang of the square is very tough. Need some flat placements, and none of the pieces that'll go flat. Ad Costa is good for that one. Will go and get their first heart of the set. All right, waiting on a judge here. They're getting a new seed. All right, and we're getting our next match set up. Boom, boom, boom. There they go. Van the Man doing all the behind the scenes work. I gotta say, while we have a little lull in the action, it is an honor to be commentating next to you, friend.
Wow.
And commentating here at CTWC. I can't believe they would invite me here. I mean, little old Pumpy Heart, no way.
Yeah,
so thank you. It's so humbling.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe it either. I mean, but yet here you are. So no, he's amazing. Pumpy always does a great job. Enthusiasm, knowledge, and I love him. I think he's great. I think he does a great job. And you know, he does a great job helping coordinate some of the stuff we do here in the community as well. So very valued member of our community. And they are starting here with Atcoster and Longboy. And I say the same to you. It's a real pleasure to be here with you in person. Of course, we did that Austin Lone Star qualifier together, and that was fantastic. This is much less stressful. We have a lot less stuff to do.
Right.
We're not responsible for hauling all the televisions and doing all the other stuff.
Longboy with a little smirk there with the bits. The one push down point and the smirk with the bits. Bits is going to pay out.
Yes.
The verts. What the bits? What is that? What is that even?
Yeah, the Vits is an intentional vertical eye long bar setup where you actually set up a vertical tuck for the long bar, so leaving a gap of like 4 horizontal holes there where you can tuck the long bar in. So it's called
a little bit of a meme because you use a long bar instead of getting a Tetris, you tuck it in, right?
Well, yeah, but there are definitely some applications of the Vits for sure. Not always a meme. Sometimes it's just another way to stash pieces. I mean, you're
something like delayed Vits versus delayed Vits, meaning that you set it up and if there's a long bar in the next box, it's not delayed, right? Because you're doing it intentionally as an adjustment versus a delayed Vits where you're holding out for a bar, and then you have to fill in the Vits, and then you get knocked down on Tetris.
That's right. The players get all kinds of creative ways to try to find ways to stash pieces and deal with pieces that they just can't use right now. The Longboy here with the down stacking. Looks like he's going to be able to get out of this. Oh, line spin for Longboy. Love it.
There we go. Tetris for Longboy, 158. But Atcoster again, 18 lead, kind of what you want to see. If you're trying to keep it alive in the tournament, getting that 18 lead makes it a little.
You can just say that. You can say it at the camera. It's okay.
306 for 329 for Atcoster now. 273 for Longboy. Longboy gets a Tetris, evening this up. But look at that Tetris rate for Atcoster, 85%.
So we'll be soon putting another match on the screen here between Knight and Dan Vinke, or Dan Vueller, as he sometimes goes. That'll
Dan Vueller, what a name.
Yeah. Yep. And that'll be one of the rare international matches where both players are not from the U.S. Love to see it. And pretty good pace here for Atcoster, 406 or 84.
I think Longboy does not want to give one to Atcoster, playing a little bit safer here. And is doing all right. That pace, that Tetris rate, they're pretty close.
Do I have a pen? Do I have a pen?
And there it is, Longboy into the lead, a little bit of slowdown. Atcoster unable to use those bars for Tetrises, just column one, pew, all the way up there. A little bit of the S-tuck from Longboy. 1,000 point lead here. 5-line difference. Oh, but Atcoster a little bit high up. Double LJ dependence, and oh, 2 Ls come in time.
There it is, Tetris for @Coster 505, trading the lead back and forth, so close. And transition looming. It's about 15 to 20 pieces away.
And a nice T-flat burn from Long Boy. Open up the well. And with that slowdown, @Coster gets a little bit of a lead. Jagged stack, but the right piece is coming for it.
One line away. There we go. Into transition. Long Boy 540. And 600 transition for @Coster.
So this for Long Boy right after. @Coster's not ready, but gonna get the next one, Tetris. Oh, it's close here. 38,000 points separating the two. Long Boy gonna skim into a Tetris @Coster, the same high skim up at the top for Coster. Tetris for Coster.
I keep wanting to say Costco, and I'm a huge Costco fan.
Oh, right.
So I keep thinking about that chicken bake, that hot dog. So
Long
good.
Boy stack right now, some couple floating Minos.
So tough here.
Oh, long bar dependent, but the bar's gonna come.
Oh, wow.
Some really fast taps here from Long Boy.
Getting ready to, we're just cycling matches through. Breakneck pace here. Long Boy gonna survive all that. Now it's @Coster's turn to burn.
$100,000 point lead for Coster. Oh, and Long Boy doesn't get the bar over. A little bit of a delayed tap input. I tried to adjust maybe that bar all the way to column 1, but it is going to get the J. Again, just in a burning situation here at the moment that you want to be Tetrising because you fall behind 150,000 points. And we're underway on the bottom with Knight versus Dan Weller. We have Dan B representing the UK, winning the Classic Tetris United Kingdom qualifier. And Knight doing well in the CTWC Canada qualifier, falling to Ella.
Who is here?
Indeed. Meanwhile, Long Boy,
Long Boy.
no.
Oh no, that long bar for Long Boy. And @Coster's gonna get that one. Long Boy already behind. So it's another decider. And you love to see it in terms of competition.
Mm-hmm.
You hate to see it when you're trying to cycle through as many matches as possible. So down the bottom here, Knight and Dan.
Dan, one of the new rollers coming in.
Yes, a roller.
They have, it's international now, the rolling phenomenon.
I know it took a while to get over there, you know, send it by Morse code, but we figured it out. And Knight in the lead early here.
And Knight's one of those players, always was a hybrider, swapping between DAS and tapping, now added rolling to their arsenal. Can hybrid in between any of them, depending on what the situation is. Stack nice and clean, not too high up. We're just gonna DAS a bit, you know, save it for later.
Getting up high on the drought, 22.
3, 2, 1, Tetris!
Still droughting here, approaching 30, and there it is. Tetris and another Tetris for Knight. So both of them weathering the drought really well.
And we're underway with the decider on top. Long Boy in 5 games in a row, that one pushdown point. Players love it. The sort of strategy behind it to be ahead of their opponent.
I mean, there's no reason not to do it.
Right, that first piece, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if it ever did come down to it, you would say, oh boy, I wish I'd done it. All right, Dan V making an adjustment for a square here, but just kind of getting dependent and getting up high on the stack, and there it is. Tetris for Dan. Oh, and he claps that L piece back to make room for the long bar. That got a triple, but brought his stack down a bit, so just a little bit cleaner. And there it is. There's the Tetris for Dan. So pretty neck and neck here just through, I mean, it's already 70 lines into this match. Seems like it just started.
Just like that. Longboy, one Tetris lead up at the top. And now this game is, whoever wins this one moves on.
That's right. So the stakes couldn't be higher.
For either player.
That's right. All right, Tetris for Dan, 313. There's less than one Tetris separating Knight and Dan.
Knight dancing right now, but is able to just quickly switch between those if need be, and maybe getting into a situation. Nope, nice T.
Oh, another just about 30-piece drought. Oh, and covered the well just in time for the long bar to come. And you can see players reacting and actually in the middle of playing, looking up at what else is going on in the other matches. The players are very interested in what's going on.
Yeah, you know, they don't want to miss out, right?
Yeah.
They want a little bit of FOMO there.
Yeah, that live experience is something you just can't replicate. So if you didn't make it out here this year, what are you thinking? Get out here next year.
Up at the top, 44,000 point lead for Longboy. And they're pretty close neck and neck at the bottom, just 35,000 separating the two. Oh, Dan doesn't get that. Oh, JN needs a bar, gets a bar, takes some pressure off, and another one. Both players in a situation here.
All right, Dan looks like he's gonna get out of this. He's gonna uncover the well. Just one more piece needed. There's the piece. There's the Tetris. Bang, Tetris for Dan Vinky. As Dan goes by. All right, we are at transition here. 466 for Knight, 451 for Dan. A little bit lower transition pace than I think players are aiming for.
Dan with the extra roll input there, got the square one farther. And see, I think that's one thing that's changed this year with rolling from last year, the sort of invention or adoption of a quick tap with rolling. That you thought last year, it was like I had 5 fingers for those 5 taps to get the pieces all the way over the left. I'll hit it with my thumb. But now if you miss that input, you do a tap on the top. Theoretically allowing for 6 taps entirely. Rollers have added that to their arsenal this year.
And the one thing you'll see this year, rolling much more consistent than last year. I mean, where we, you know, and certainly 2020, you know, barely, you know, but 2021, a little inconsistency still shining through. And here now, players much more consistent.
With that Tetris, Dan takes the lead. Knight had a little bit of slowdown up at the top. That cost his board just spiraling right now. But he's going to get the bar. Knight survives and knocks down a Tetris.
And a couple of Tetrises in a row for Dan to retake the lead overnight. This is pretty darn close. You will see some great adjustments from Dan throughout the game, so be on the lookout for those. Oh, and kind of, again, over-tapping that Z piece, Dan. It's going to leave a gap in the stack, but gets the Tetris. Now we'll just have to go to work clearing this away. Longboy Tetris at Costa are going to uncover that kind of gap there, but recover.
Longboy in a good position, moving in close to transition, 100,000 points in the lead. And we're neck and neck at the very bottom for this game one. Ooh, a little bit of an awkward hang there for Longboy. Can solve it with a single skim. Has to stack up to go for it.
I feel like, could have taken that long bar to uncover that. I totally saw that, but go for the Tetris, I guess.
Right.
But in a way, that would have been a really great move, I think, had he seen it. It's so much easier to play here when you don't actually have to play.
I agree with both of those.
Yeah, but good big lead here for Longboy, up almost 100,000 points. At the bottom, 825 for Knight, 795 for Dan.
And level 27 now.
That's right. That's a game one down at the bottom, but up top is a decider, so don't take your eyes off it.
Knight still tapping here. Hasn't transitioned to rolling. Maybe looking for an opportunity to do that because it might be necessary to take down Dan in game number 1. You'll see players try to grip switch, and there it is. That lean back, reposition the controller. Knight is rolling here.
Oh, and Dan V's board kind of breaking down a bit. Gets that long bar all the way left. And that long bar gets in there with a Tetris for Dan V. 937 back by 10,000 points. Knight's going to top out with a small lead. Dan needs to get 5,000 points from here. And can't get it.
Do it.
Can't do it. It was so close.
5,000 points.
Oh, my word. Not sure if Dan knew how close it was.
And Longboy hangs the bar on column 2.
Oh, flings a piece over there. Desperation. Can he get a long bar over?
Longboy's going to top out. It's a chase down situation for Coster. Needs 668.
Yeah, so about a 90,000 point chase down. That's less than 3 Tetrises. Fewer than 3 Tetrises, really, but less than 3 Tetrises worth of points. I gotta get my grammar correct here.
And all Longboy can do is watch. Oh, and Longboy cheering on Costa, saying, here's what you do. Play safe, take it. After Costa said, I've never done a chase down before. Well, here we go. 64,000 points remaining and a little bit of a drought. A little bit of a gut check here for the newbie.
And this is to remain in the tournament. So crucial chase down.
One level 26 attaches would really make this easier. But doesn't have to get it right away. Plenty of time.
Oh, Dan V in a little bit of trouble here in game 2 down the bottom. Coster, nice combo burn there. Keep the well open. And there's a Tetris Coster. Needs 13,000 more points. Plenty of time to get it. Dan V in real trouble down at the bottom. Coster, another few combo burns. And there's a Tetris for the win at Coster. Will be moving on. GG's. All right, we'll move over to our other game here.
Dan V surviving has a Tetris well set up. But Knight, 100,000 point lead. And dirty Tetris for Dan.
Yeah, great on Jan just to get out of that situation. But a lot of work to do is behind, but it's early. Plenty of time to do it.
Is going to keep that well going, and there it is. Dan, 93,000. Doesn't want to fall behind too much here in the early going. Good pieces, 3 burns out of this. $198 for Knight, 119 for Dan. And Dan, back at the bottom. You know, enough of that thrill-seeking.
All right, Tetris for Dan here. Still 100,000 points back. Not quite yet been able to recover from that early deficit. Knight just not letting up. But it is still early. And, you know, here's the thing. Dan's ahead by 5 to 10 lines at any given time. So is playing a little bit ahead. So it's a little bit more of a lead for Knight than it would appear at first otherwise. There's a Tetris for both, so maintaining that 100,000 point lead. All right, Tetris for Dan, and players just stacking, Tetrising. Fairly drama-free. There's a Tetris for both.
They're stacking, they're Tetrising. What more can you want?
I can think of a lot of things I want, but they're probably not available right now. All right, Dan building up way high on the left. There, I mean, that's a crazy looking stack there, but
that's the power of rolling. You add that high left stacking to the ability to get pieces into the height of row 19 and 20, right?
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
There's also a bit of a danger there too, because you can exhaust, you know, all the places you could stash pieces to the left, and then what do? You know, you're quite holding out for that perfect piece that you want for the right side. It doesn't come. Meanwhile, you've been stashing out the left, and now you just run out of places. So almost happened for Dan there, but able to get out of it. But yeah, still that same lead.
So almost 100,000 point lead, quietly and sneakily for Knight. Dan just burning a little bit more. Is ahead in lines too. Ooh, a little awkward burn there from Dan.
Yeah, Dan just generally playing higher. Undergoing this drought. There it is, Tetris for Dan. And 3 lines away. And there it is into transition at 462. So a little bit lower transition than you would hope for in a tournament. You're usually looking for like 5 something minimum. But what can you do? All right, there we go. Tetris for Knight, 554. There we go. Dan getting long bar to fill in that dependency, top of the stack. Trying to keep that right side. There we go. Tetris for Dan. Well, Dan with a misdrop. Trying to build around this. Needs a long bar for column 2.
Oh, and it hangs!
Oh, no.
Oh, no, the 4-tap. Oh, and Dan can't believe it.
Oh, no, Dan.
645 is going to be good enough for Knight.
That's going to be a hard for Knight.
2 games and nothing. Oh, my God. And Dan, looking at the controller, the failed 4-tap, had it set up. We do have confirmation. We're going to hold it here on round 0 before moving to round 1. Let all the round 0 matches complete.
Except for this one.
Huh?
What?
What?
Huh? What? Except for this one.
Why except for this one?
This
This is a round 0 match,
Yeah,
right?
it's
We're
not,
gonna let this
it's
one
not,
and all
it's
the
not
other-
complete.
When we're going to hold it till complete.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, except this one. Wait, what?
I thought you said
was
they
like, what?
were complete.
Oh my gosh.
No.
We got to re-synergize. Where's it? All right, do we need some team building exercises? Oh no. Do they even have those for commentary? All right.
No, they don't.
They don't? Oh.
No.
Wow.
We don't even have a team meeting. We just go, hey guys, get on commentary, and I don't know, we'll figure it out. Like, all right. All right, underway, game 3. Knight up 2 games to none over Dan Vinky. Dan V, Dan Weller, whatever you want to call him. is one of the editors and uploaders for the YouTube channel for Classic Tetris Monthly, which you may have heard of, or you may not have heard of.
I've heard of it.
Pumpy has heard of it.
Yeah, I know that one.
Some days Pumpy wishes he had never heard of it.
Oh me, 50,000 for Knight, 71,000 for Dan.
Yeah, setting up column 5 Knight. And there's long bar, middle well Tetris for Knight. There we go. And there's one for Dan. So this is the last round 0 match, right?
I believe so. We have some other ones going on. I'm checking to see. I believe that is correct.
All right, Knight's going to place that square over there, column 2 and 3, but gets a long bar to fill in the dependency that was made. And there we go, Tetris for Dan. So trading the lead back here early in game 3. There's still a couple round 0 matches, of course, happening on twitch.tv/Classic Tetris, the main channel, the primary channel. And we've no spoilers. We haven't spoiled anything, so trying very hard not to. All right, still trading the lead back and forth. Knight and Dan V. And there we go. Tetris for both. And another one for Dan. So players just separated by about a Tetris and a half. Tetris on level 18 worth 22,800.
Survival is key, first and foremost.
There's a Tetris for Dan, one for Knight. And while we're here in level 18, good time to thank another one of our sponsors, Hyperkin. Hyperkin has supported the CTWC since the beginning. Over the past year, they've helped Tetris communities around the world by sending them NES consoles and controllers. Hyperkin leads the way in the retro and modern entertainment industry with unique, fun, and innovative items, including the Retron console. Check them out at hyperkin.com. Let's game. All right, Tetris here for Dan V after getting up pretty high on the board. Players very close in lines, separated by about just under 3.5 Tetrises. Now about 4.5 Tetrises. Now back to 3.5 Tetrises, and now back to 4. So this is how it's been going. Just trading Tetrises back and forth, but Dan in the lead. And setting up the Vits, there it is, Dan V. V is for Vits. You can see that, placing that T on top of that, leaving a space for the long bar that was incoming, and it was a good move. Rewarded with a Tetris. Here's another one, Dan V.
A little bit of a drought developing, but both players clean, surviving it just fine. 505 for Dan, 422 for Knight.
Oh, do we still have another round 0 over here?
Yeah, we're getting the last round 0 match set up now.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And who's that going to be?
That's Puppy Ball.
That's right.
Colin, I don't know what that is.
Right.
Yeah.
Looks like Puppy Ball versus someone.
Sodium.
Sodium. Oh, that'll be fun. All right, we are approaching transition here. Dan still with a 100,000 point lead. Holding out for just the right piece, gets it. Tetris for
Dan.
each.
Seems like Dan's playing a little bit more aggressive this game after the frustrations, but it's paying off. Almost a 600K transition. Going to take that skim instead. 59,000 point lead.
Misdrop there for Dan. Just going to have to take the burns all the way down, get a nice safe stack. Has a lead. All right,
And
Tetris dirty for Dan.
Well, Tetris
Wow.
for Dan. See how aggressive he plays 19 with this lead. 627 to 565. Oh, Dan went for the double tuck. Right, Roller's able to double tuck on level 19 if they can get both inputs in on the taps.
That's ridiculous. That shouldn't be legal. You call the judges.
Unfortunately, doesn't hit it, so it might as well have been illegal. 689 for Dan, 601 for Knight. Dan 1 Mino away from being Tetris ready when that bar comes. Knight gets the T-piece over. And a bar for both Simul Tetris. They're on the same pieces. You can see them coming at the exact same time. It's kind of nice to see. And then a Tetris, Dan has to Vitz that bar, right? There's a bar used for a Vitz that Knight used for a Tetris. Dan playing safe, taking that double, and knocks one down. 90,000 point lead. Knight had to use that bar to skim. Knight not happy with his board. Gets that all the way over. Dan skims his Tetris ready. Oh, Dan, a little bit of a misdrop, but does get the bar over. 117,000 point lead. Knight gets the bar. Oh, no, and an early shift of the T. Knight's in a little bit of trouble here. Both players getting this down. Oh, and the misdrop. Oh, Knight trying to get something over. It's not going to happen. Knight tops out at 716. Dan at 846 is good and will get a heart. Focused. Look at that. Both players taking a sigh, right? Whew. And now we're getting the last round zero match set up here.
Right. I've said it like 7 times. Oh, it's the last match.
No, it's not. Well, you know what? Eventually, at some point in this weekend, we will get to the last match. One of these days, we will be correct.
Yeah, that's it. All right, players with our other match going to be Sodium and Puppy Ball getting situated, getting their warm-ups in.
And they're underway, game number 4.
So what do you think of this best of 5 here in the early rounds, Pumpy?
It seems to be giving the players, you know, like those reverse sweeps. We've seen one of them earlier today with Ad Coster coming back. It seems to be a little bit more forgiving to those mistakes, right, that players make. So I'm a fan, right? Make sure one mistake, don't let that doom a tournament run.
Yeah, so
what about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm digging it. I mean, you know, listen, ideal world, you'd have like, you know, triple elimination, this and that. But we are live. We have the limitations of being in a live event. So, I mean, I think it's a great move to go best of 5, and I'm loving it.
Yep.
It's free ad there for McDonald's in the like 20 years ago. Do they still say I'm loving it?
I think they just. Well, it's a McDonald's stream now, but I think what they do, they don't say it anymore, they just hum it. And everyone has it ingrained, right?
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. Which I won't do. 72,000 for Dan, 93,000 for Knight.
Yeah, you'll get it in everyone's head. I mean,
yeah, right. Ooh, Dan. Okay, bar's gonna come in time. Nice pieces, and opens up the well for the Tetris. 142 for Knight. Dan gonna get the Tetris, simul Tetris there. Same pieces. Knight maybe trying to do a Tetris Pro strat, getting a 2-piece preview or something. Oh my gosh. Looking ahead. But now sets up T-spin. Little high stack.
That goes for the traditional T-spin there. There are variations there that you can also do where it's kind of like a T-spin and a tuck into that setup. And there we go, Tetris and setting up again Knights. All right, Dan setting with the long bar, immediately getting set up with that. Just one Mino to get set up. Use the long bar for it instead of pushing it to the left. And it works out. Dan gonna get that Tetris back by just under 3 Tetrises.
So that sort of 3 Tetris lead holding on through about halfway through level 18. For Dan, a little bit of slowdown for Knight. This is the opportunity for Dan to bite into that lead.
Yeah, less than a Tetris behind now, but Knight is set up for one. There we go, Tetris for Knight, Tetris for Dan.
Squint your eyes as a 1 Tetris lead.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah.
There we go, Tetris for both. All right, Dan gonna Tetris here. Knight, Tetris. We are neck and neck. Oh, wipe the camera. No, just wipe the camera. Maybe there's something on it.
I just paused, I'm like, why is it falling?
All right, we are getting closer to transition here. Players swapping the lead back and forth, separated by less than a Tetris.
I would want them. I would like to.
We are tilt that one.
Wait, see this?
Creating our own sign language here to communicate with Pumpy about the cameras in the other scene. So there
Like
we
a
go.
referee on a sideline or something, all these signals. And
Yeah, we're making them up as we go along. One line to go until the transition. Dan gonna take a triple into transition, and here we go. This is, oh no, miss drop here for Knight. So this is gonna slow Knight down a bit. Dan getting set up for the Tetris. Nice flat, clean stack here. 19, boom, Tetris for Dan.
And Knight still trying to get out of this. Gonna get that bar all the way over to the left.
Up top, players taking their final warm-ups. We'll begin that game momentarily. And Knight with a spire kind of in the middle, building around.
Well, this has allowed Dan to take the lead, 50,000 points. Knight gets that dirty Tetris all the way over to the right side, about 7 lines high.
All right, Dan with a Tetris, building on that lead, nice and clean. Knight still burning, still trying to downstack this.
Really, finally, the first opportunity Knight could build, but decides just to take these burns.
Another Tetris for Dan. Meanwhile, 100,000 point league. So how the worm is turned, but oh, a misdrop for Dan.
Now it's sort of opening for Knight if they can get this down.
All right, there we go. Kind of a sigh of relief from Knight. Setting up, maybe? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, setting up, but immediately has to start burning it down. And Dan set up column 7 with a Tetris. 125,000 point lead for Dan. This is a crucial game for Dan. Needs to win to stay in. Another Tetris for Dan.
Up at the top, we got Puppy Ball and Sodium underway.
I'd like to thank Hyperkin for supporting CTWC this year, which is, I know Hyperkin has supplied many consoles to our players with the Red Box.
Tetris for Dan, 150,000 point lead there for a second. Back to the 120. Dan can take a little bit, it probably will keep that aggression, but could take a foot off a little bit. And there it is.
Yeah, it's pretty accessible and pretty easy to get a hold of one.
Tetris for Dan to get a 150.
Good to go for the
Knight gets the Tetris to get a 120,000 point lead for Dan, and then back and forth Tetrises here. Knight could really use a Dan top out, but Dan hurling towards the max out. There it is, 1,000,000 points for Dan, 223. Boom, Tetris for Knight to go to 940.
Oh man. This is so tight here. The max out for Dan, 943 for Knight. Approaching, there it is, the 29. I don't know if Dan can get anything. If you get a long bar over, gets a triple.
And Knight's done at 949.
So
Dan
is Dan
V coming back. Reverse sweep on the table. 2-0, then 2-0.
It is decider time now.
What is it?
It's decider time.
It's the decider time.
Decider time. Wow. Wow, what a match. Max out in competition from Dan. Ooh, up top there, a series of misdrops for Sodium. Putting Sodium at risk. Oh no, can't get that square over and can't get anything over.
It for Sodium.
Yeah, kind of relatively early top out there for Sodium. Puppy Ball will take game 1.
Just totally tough Tetris rate there from Sodium. All the tail of the tape, 9%.
I believe their skill is worth visiting the tape.
Oh. Getting the last game rolled.
While we're waiting for these matches to get going, let's thank another one of our sponsors, Total Radness. A big thank you to Steve DeLuca from Total Radness, who not only is sponsoring CTWC 2020, but has been a huge part of making the CTWC regional events incredible. I find them credible. I don't know about this, but I think they're credible. He invented the Goofy Foot controller, which has changed the way the game is played. Join the Goof Troop today at TotalRadness.com. That's TotalRadnes.com. Thanks, Total Radness.
Total Radness! Total Radness!
If you say so.
I could do my Steve DeLuca accent, but I think I'll hold on to it. That's the reason why I won't do it.
That's for the after party.
Right. We're giving the judges ruled a 2-minute for Sodium to switch controllers. Had some dropped inputs, changing the controller out, and a moment to adjust, make sure that controller is working. Equipment timeout, right?
Yes, indeed.
Watching at home, do you think you have what it takes to participate in a pro Classic Tetris tournament?
Hey everybody, it's Game Scout.
Give it a shot. The Honda Fan Club is
Oh my God. A Game Scout is here
classic score
telling us about a new tournament option. Meanwhile, these players are playing. There we go.
A classic Tetris
99,000 for
tournament.
Dan. I think maybe a little bit. Both players, well, Dan taking the music out. Was playing with some AirPods earlier. They're out. A part of this return.
The final qualifier will be streamed live next weekend on the Classic Tetris Twitch channel. Here's the best part. The top player from each qualifier is going to be a finalist that gets to play one of the top 4 eligible competitors from the Classic Tetris World Championships this year in the grand finale on October 29th, which will be broadcast on the official
191 for Dan, 168 for Knight.
This is a decider. The winner stays in the tournament. The winner has to exit. And both players coming internationally, so a quick trip. But certainly, I'm sure these players, either way, happy to meet up with their fellow Tetris players and community and friends. Up top there, yeah, Sodium just kind of testing the replacement controller. And that game will resume in about a minute.
Knight's board in this decider, not in a healthy position. Oh, nice with the TL.
Yeah, very good piece there.
Mm-hmm. There's a Tetris for Knight. This is going to burn this down. And a Tetris for Dan.
Another Tetris for Dan. Knight built up one row off the bottom for a Tetris. And getting droughted, exactly what you don't want to happen. But there it is. Boom, Tetris for Knight.
Neither player here want to top out on 18. Almost gift the game to their opponent.
Dan gonna uncover the well. Open for a Tetris. There's a long bar Tetris for Dan.
Holding up for the L to get Tetris ready, and there it comes. Meanwhile, Knight set up for a triple. All right, equipment timeout concluded. Puppy Ball Sodium underway at the top.
Oh no, look at Puppy Ball's board right to start off with. Now I feel like Knight's been playing a little bit messier than Dan, but only back by 2.5 Tetrises, and now just 1.5 Tetrises, so still really close.
And up at the top, they are going to restart. There was a the P store glitch accidentally, right? So they want to restart, make sure that they have the same pieces all the way through.
I didn't realize they had the that glitch on the competition card.
Right?
All right.
All original, baby. Just like a little bit. All right, well, 7. Oh my gosh, 7-digit ROM. Knight needs something to burn. Oh, Knight stack here. Gonna get a Tetris, really help out. And does have a tuck option.
Yeah, there's that L.
But was double L dependent, and that other L's not coming.
All right, there we go. Tetris for Knight. Wow. And Dan with another Tetris here. 507 through 114. Transition approaching.
Dan, unlike those earlier games, on a pretty good pace here. 73% Tetris rate.
All right, there we go. Tetris for Knight. Still rock. I mean, still just staying in this one row off the bottom. Column 2 well, just over and over. All right, Knight gonna transition very awkwardly.
Not a clean stack and dependent. Not getting great pieces to burn. Oh, and that little bit of the double flip.
Look at this drought climbing, 30 pieces, 31.
And if Knight needs to survive this drought, hits the quick top, but that square is not gonna get over.
Oh no. And Knight is gonna top out. Dan Pinky has done it.
Popping off.
Wow.
The reverse sweep by Dan Breller. Giving a hug to Knight. GG.
So we are in game 2, Puppy Ball versus Sodium. We had kind of an aborted attempt there, the glitch in the cart there, but we are all good now, and we are underway. Kind of an early top out in game 1 as well, so awkwardness all around in this match. We'll see if we can get some good Tetris here.
We've had controllers swapped out. We've had pieces being stored accidentally.
Oh,
now we're underway.
Cats and
this
dogs.
is a real game 2.
Cats and dogs living together.
The final game number 2 of round 0.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that this is probably the definitive game, the director's cut. Game 2.
So 259 for Puppy Ball, 224 for Sodium. A little more of those in real life facts. Pretty sure these two are like staying in the same Airbnb.
The same Airbnb?
Oh,
really?
you're not? Oh my gosh, well they've been hanging out a lot this past weekend and visiting a lot in the same Airbnb. There you go.
So there's an Airbnb with like 30 of these competitors in there, is that right?
Yeah, something like that. Sort of competitor house where a lot of the big 6 were residing, hanging out, and then other members. And that's the beauty of this thing being in person, right? These players is hanging out their own Tetris servers and Discords and all the ways to stay connected, and now they're in person. They said, we've been looking forward to this for 2 years. Finally, they can do it, hang out.
Yeah, I mean, with like 30 people in that Airbnb, they're probably paying like, I don't know, 75 cents a piece per night.
Yeah, something like that, right?
Humpy, why didn't we get an Airbnb? I'm paying like 180
yeah,
bucks.
that's a smart idea, right?
Oh my word. Yeah, I can imagine you, me, Bidwell, Kingsman, just all hanging out.
Yeah, I can imagine the smells when it first comes to mind.
Oh my God! Well, we don't have to have Kingsman there.
Oh, okay.
All right.
407 for Puppy Ball, 367 for Sodium.
Yeah, anytime you just get a group of dudes all staying in the same place for more than 2 days, it's not good.
It's a great idea before it sets in.
He's like, oh boy, I'm glad to leave. All right, couple Tetrises, one on each side. And another one Sodium, so just separated by about 2/3 of a Tetris. And there we go, setting up a O tuck there, square tuck. Tetris Puppy Ball, 504 through 113. Sodium, 483. Oh, kind of over tapped that S piece on the right side. I'll have to spend a little bit of time cleaning that up. Or just building on top of it for a Tetris. Whew. And there is that Tetris Sodium, 507. Puppy Ball was digging for a little bit. Oh, there we go. Spin tuck for Sodium with the T-piece. It's a fan favorite. Still building one row off the bottom with 8 lines to go until 19.
Had to confirm, taking a look over. Puppy Ball, DAS player. Sodium tapping right now.
There it is. Tetris into transition. Puppy Ball, 583 here on 19. And Sodium about to transition pretty high on the board. And yeah, kind of over shifted something here. Not sure Sodium's going to survive. Hangs a piece, and that's going to be it for Sodium. Puppy Ball takes game 2. Of course, while we're waiting for this next game to get going, I want to give a big, huge thank you to the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, the venue where this very event is being held. It's hard to believe it's been 3 years since the last PRGE, and we are so happy to be back live with all of you at this amazing event for over a decade now. PRGE has been our gracious host and has supported CTWC in more ways than we can count. So a very sincere thank you. Portland Retro Gaming Expo.
I agree. PRG is wonderful. I'm really loving the vibe of this.
Yeah.
And I think Sodium, we're on controller number 3 for game number 3. Little bit of a controller swap there. Another player kind of, hey, use this controller, it's fine.
Oh my God.
So there it is.
I mean, I'm terrible at this game, and I have like 7 controllers just in case one of them doesn't work.
Whoa. I'm terrible at this game and have 1 controller, so maybe I'll learn from you.
Don't.
Grab some more
learn from me.
controllers, and then I'll up my game a little bit.
Yeah, maybe a tiny little
Tiny
sliver.
little bit.
See Pumpy monitoring the Twitch chat, and Pumpy does not have Twitch Prime. What is going on here? Or Twitch Turbo. You're watching ads.
That's correct.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It should give you
I mean-
Twitch Turbo as a perk.
They should, yeah.
No,
yeah,
I
that'd
should
be
give
good.
you Twitch
Oh,
Turbo
you
as a
should give
perk.
me. Oh, yes. You should too, yes.
Yeah,
But,
I will.
Oh, thank you.
I will do that.
Look at that. Negotiations happening.
Yeah, $8.99 a month, Twitch Turbo, you better get it.
Those are only $8.99. That's a pretty good deal for people who don't want to watch ads.
Yeah. Another option for people who don't want to watch ads is to subscribe to the Twitch channel.
Ooh. What all does that entail?
That entails clicking the subscribe button just below the video that you're watching on twitch.tv/Classic Tetris 2. So feel free to do it. And it helps out the channel and CTWC a lot.
Any of our Classic Tetris channels have been updated with new emotes out there, so collect them all. Go and subscribe. I believe it's 1 through 4 have new ones, maybe 5 does. Let's go check those out. Get those emotes that you can use in chat.
All right, a little bit of a drought here for Puppy Ball, but there we go. Happy to get the long bar. A little bit of a relief there.
And I think Sodium happy with the controller so far.
It's hard to tell,
Yeah.
but it seems like the pieces are moving confidently.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Tetris Sodium, 195 through 48.
And Colin at 138.
Oh, it's Colin now.
Oh, Puppy Ball at 141. There we go.
There's a lot of Collins and Alexes in the community, so. I don't know what's going on, but maybe he just loves Hotel California, which is playing.
I
in
was
the
like,
background
yes,
there.
that's it. Oh, very good. They'll fix that in post, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, there's literally no way to fix that in post.
Just cut us out and the whole song.
Maybe they can run some sort of AI thing over our voices and recreate.
Maybe so. 211 for Puppy Ball, 266 for Sodium.
Yeah, Puppy Ball up 2-1. Sodium needs this game to stay in the tournament. Oh, there we go. Setting up the T-spin, getting the T-spin, and there's the Tetris.
Puppy Ball setting up a couple of burns here. Oh, maybe. Okay, all right. We'll see how Puppy Ball attacks this situation. Burn into that triple. Touches with Sodium and go to 357. And touches for Puppy Ball. Sodium in the lead by 90,000 points, 380 to 289.
There's a Tetris for Puppy Ball. There's one for Sodium. Sodium maintaining a 2 to 3 Tetris lead.
Puppy Ball sets with the spin. Oh, doesn't get the spin tuck. We'll take that double. And open it up the well. 439 for Sodium, 387 for Puppy Ball. Oh, another spin tuck miss from Puppy Ball. Was hitting those earlier in the match.
Yeah, Sodium not really in a position to capitalize on that, although could, yeah, not going to be able to.
And Keith, we're about to see if that controller is going to hold up. We're getting close to that transition, right?
Bracto and Coffee and Noe and Bird come up to stage 1, please. Bracto and Coffee and Noe and Bird come up to stage 1.
Puppy Ball stack a little spiry here. Sodium going a little flat. Oh, and just not great pizza. That T is going to help out. There it is. Tetris for Sodium in transition, 483. Puppy Ball, 427. Down by 50,000 points.
All right, Tetris Puppy Ball, Tetris Sodium. Good, clean stacking so far here at level 19. Drama-free so far.
Seemed like third controller's the charm so far. Also see Sodium playing a little safer here, back against the wall. Doesn't want to early top out. Make it easy chase down for Puppy Ball. A little bit of an awkward flip there from Sodium, but recovers pretty nicely.
Yeah, players generally bring their own controllers rather than using the ones provided by the event, which are not great. They've seen some things, the event-provided controllers. So they all have their controllers that they're used to, that they've worked with. They get the feel of it. Sodium maintaining this lead, the 2-3 Tetris lead for the last like 100 lines or so.
Sodium, I think did not want to get that bar in column 2. Was aiming for column 1. Oh, but Puppy Ball is going to skim that triple into a Tetris.
Cutting into that lead just a little bit. And Sodium, let's see, nope, not going to go for that center well Tetris. It's going to bring it down with a triple.
Sodium up 48,000 points. Wants to force Puppy Ball to go the distance here. Does not want to early top. About a 1 Tetris difference between the two.
Oh, Puppy Ball didn't use that long bar to fill in the center. So maybe he was trying to go, but it's going to pay off.
Center well Tetris for Puppy Ball.
Yeah, kind of lucked out there. I think you could see a little wave of regret, like, oh, why did I do that? Then the relief as the bar came. All right, Puppy gonna, there we go, set up for one. We're in the midst of another drought, 22 and climbing. And Sodium's lead only 18,000 points. So about a half a Tetris at these levels.
Slowly but surely, Puppy Ball coming out. Gonna take the lead with that Tetris, and Sodium misdrops.
And Sodium encountering that same drought here, finally over, but gets that long bar all the way to the left.
Oh, and Puppy Ball is gonna top out at 723. Sodium,
oh
no, doesn't get the tree.
Sodium really needs to eke out 13,000 points from here. Gets a double. I think should be able to do it.
Oh my gosh,
oh no! Sodium gets the single. Oh no, Sodium's gonna hang! And fails to chase down just 8,000 points. And they're fighting and hugging. And there they are. It almost came to blows, but it ended in hugs between Puppy Ball and Sodium. Puppy Ball gonna move on to round 1. Sodium eliminated here in round 0. So.